investors are keeping a wary eye on Spain's teetering economy. Moody's just slashed the credit ratings for 16 banks, and reports of a run on troubled lender Bankia only added to the anxiety. Spanish newspaper El Mundo says customers have withdrawn more than $1.3 billion since the bank was partly nationalised last week. The government scrambled to reassure people that the withdrawals were still within normal parameters.
When it comes to Bankia, it is very important, and I think that this is a good moment to send out a calming message to all the savers. It is not true that there would be a large-scale exit of savings from Bankia at this moment. Bankia is a huge project. It is a project that has extraordinary potential. It had a problem with the lack of capital, a problem that has been solved with the contribution of the state to cover all of Bankia's economic needs.
Shares in Spain's fourth biggest bank, Bankia, tumbled almost 30% for a time on reports later denied that depositors were pulling their money out. The European Commission tried to calm the fears.
In spite of all the difficulties, and we are not complacent in the analysis of those challenges, we are on the right track. And I bring you a message of confidence.
But both Spanish banks and the Spanish government are finding it more expensive to borrow because of fears over the big debts in the Spanish economy. The leading ratings agency downgraded Spanish banks, which is likely to further push up their interest costs. And it's only a few months since the whole Eurozone banking system was on the brink of catastrophe. If the Eurozone lurches back into crisis, British banks would be at risk because of their loans to Eurozone banks, businesses and people. The Bank of England and Treasury have developed contingency plans to protect British banks, which would probably involve guaranteeing their debts.
The British banks are very international. The British banking system is a very large portion of our economy, much larger than other economies. And if the guarantees that the government's given for those British banks were called, which they could be in the event the Eurozone goes down, we are without doubt the most indebted country in the world in those circumstances.